What a time to rank all of these Spider-Man, movies in the tiers S through F, and top tier, bottom tier, somewhere in between. I listened to some other podcasts, and guys, again, I know we say this a lot, but this will be the definitive list. The other podcasts that attempt to do this were hot garbage.
Pathetic attempts.
Yeah, I don't even remember the names of the people that I want to call out. But
some guy named Joe Schmogan.
He took 3 hours.
And that was just the Raimi trilogy.
Yeah, right.
What's the other like liberal angry guy who
Bill Maher.
Bill Maher, yeah. He's on there for hours of Bill Maher talking about Spider-Man. It's just like hours of them smoking marijuana and being angry. And occasionally they go, "Oh yeah, I like that Spider-Man." Terrible Bill Maher impression.
All right. Let's get into this. What we're going to do is we're going to go mostly chronological order for release date. Yep. Just as a side note, I know we have talked about this, and this is why you need to listen to us, because Rotten Tomatoes can't be trusted.
Absolutely not.
Casey texted me yesterday, 2 days ago, and was like, "Did you know Hook is like 37% on Rotten Tomatoes?"
As it should be.
I'm like, get out of here, Ben. I'll take you off this podcast. I'll cancel the podcast because if you leave, we're probably not posting regularly, but I'll cancel it. Listen, I understand that I'm driven by nostalgia, but 37% is stupid. Great. Robin Williams' performance, Dustin Hoffman, Steven Spielberg.
It's amazing. Hook is so good. Here.
37% is
interesting.
So stupid.
It'll be interesting. Well, first of all, so cool that when you show it to your son Peter, you get to be like, "Hey, here's a movie about you, little booger."
Exactly.
It's pretty sick. Also, that'll be the true test. Is like if he watches Hook in 9 years and he's like, "Dad, this movie's sick." He'll be scrolling on his iPad while he watches it. Of course.
Right.
But that'll be the real test.
Yeah. So, and that's another thing too, is that he's named Peter. I do really love Hook. I really love Peter Pan. But also, the joke was for a while that we were going to name him Peter Parker Roberts.
Peter Parker Pan Roberts.
Peter Parker Pan Roberts. And so, yeah, we'll see. But that takes us to Spider-Man 1. Tobey Maguire, Sam Raimi.
Okay.
S through F. Where are you guys putting it?
I put A.
This is an S tier for me.
In A. This is an S tier. 100% an S tier. I don't... Ben,
I love this movie. A.
I know. I'm like getting on you about. Oh, this is an A movie. You're an A-hole.
A is like a really good score.
I know.
Yeah. No.
You know what?
I think
I'm gonna change mine to S.
Okay.
Because I have something. I got a spicy take later.
I was gonna say I almost didn't want to start with the first two because I didn't want to just throw out a couple S's right away. But here's the thing. Historically, it's a movie, a comic book movie that did something that hadn't quite been done yet. It's the birth of it's the birth of the comic book movies that we know and love today.
It is. There's only Tim Burton's Batman.
I was gonna say it stepped outside of Batman and obviously the 70s and 80s Superman movie.
Even
but
X-Men was before this. X-Men was 2000.
No.
I don't think so. I think Spider-Man beats X-Men.
I thought that
Spider-Man was.
Whoa! I didn't think we'd have to.
I didn't.
You're right about Superman. You're right about Superman. So,
but DC live action,
the modern iteration of superhero movies, the reinvention of the superhero movie, is
Sam Raimi's Spider-Man.
Belongs to Sam Raimi's Spider-Man.
Yep.
2000 a-hole.
So X-Men came out
X-Men
first.
Came out before Spider-Man. That's wild.
It was released. When did Spider-Man come out? 2001. Obviously.
I think, or 02, I think.
No.
Not 02, but 01.
Well, it may have been 02.
Oh my gosh, I'm right again.
What?
Can you guys just...
What? When in May of 2002?
That's crazy. Okay, later on we'll have to look
May
up
of 2002.
Wow.
another.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
I remember because they had to change the
is-
Twin Towers scene. I think
Yes.
it would have come out in 2001 if they had not had 9/11 happen. The only reason I think it wasn't released in 2001.
Gotcha.
At
So they
Christmas.
had to probably do some like. Okay, but X-Men.
I really underestimated how big the X-Men
Touche.
was.
Wait,
That's
pause,
so
pause.
interesting.
Pause.
Ben, you're right.
Thank you.
And we were wrong.
Let's keep going.
And I'm so
Keep
sorry.
going.
X-Men,
Ben, you really know how to make
so
people like you.
Obviously, X-Men does a lot of heavy lifting. So much so it's a lot of heavy lifting in the background. So much so that we like didn't even realize. But I still say Spider-Man is the birth of the modern.
Yes,
I agree.
It matches action, campy, and heart all together.
Yeah.
Where I don't think the first X-Men necessarily nails that combo. Your earlier superheroes were all too campy, and I'm saying that as someone who like loves Batman Forever.
Yeah. I don't think there would have been an X-Men sequel if there hadn't been Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Sure, that I could get on board with that. So in S,
Okay.
there's some iconic moments. What are your guys' iconic moments, real quick?
Bonesaw is ready.
Bonesaw is ready.
Everything,
so good.
dude. The
It's
whole
so
movie.
good.
Everything pretty much with Norman Osborn.
I was gonna say Willem Dafoe.
So good.
I got reminded of this the other day because
Gotta
this is
be
one of those
Spider-Man.
movies that I could quote every word of as a kid.
Yeah.
When me and Jesse, I'm sure Ben was the same way. He's just younger than us. When we were 14, 15, we could just quote but the teacher, bro, when they're at the science, when they're at the lab, and he comes up and he goes, you talked during that, and that one was entire presentation.
Entire presentation.
Let's go talk about listening. Let's go have a conversation about listening. And somebody brought that up on the internet the other day, and I was like, whoa, that like unlocked an entire year of my adolescence.
That's awesome.
Also, just one thing about that teacher is like looks the same age as those students.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
They should have
They're-
cast someone in like their 50s,
I was gonna
60s,
say,
and
that's-
they're like they got a.
It's tough
30-year-old,
when you like cast Tobey Maguire, who's
27.
30.
not. Yeah, he's
28.
not in high school. Okay, Spider-Man 2. I mean, Spider-Man 1 is an S.
Then Spider-Man 2 is an A.
Spider-Man 2 is an S.
Spider-Man 2 is an A for me.
An A. Okay.
Spider-Man 2 is arguably, in my opinion, the best superhero film in terms of like a film.
Yeah.
It is not the best Spider-Man movie.
Okay.
That was actually supposed to be my
there's-
hot take.
There's
Ooh.
so
Good for me.
much. There's so much of just like him losing his powers. That
Yeah.
whole like I don't know why, but you spend so much of the movie just like waiting on Spider-Man, and it's a good movie. It just doesn't make it the coolest Spider. I don't know.
I do remember as a kid when he's chosen to like kind of give up his powers in the like ambulance, or it's a funny bit. The
It's a
ambulance
really funny
speeds
bit.
by, and then he's like,
raindrops falling
yeah,
on
and then
my
he like
head.
eats the hot dog.
Yeah.
But as a kid, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
You're losing your powers because you're choosing. What is happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Also, I think I understand he was probably so hung up on Mary Jane, but I think the fact that he did not give the time of day to that girl across the hall that made him cookies for no good reason.
Yeah.
That girl is wife material.
Well, I was going to say, and I think unfortunately,
Cookies for no reason.
they are giving credence to a story that's not told enough. Because that girl's out there far too often.
So anyway,
Ben,
was that yours?
why is it in
I
there?
think we argued it a while ago. I think it's a good movie. I love Doc Ock. I love their kind of how they started as a mentor and then
Yeah.
that whole thing, and then he turns and he realizes at the end it's great. And we argued about this. I can't get over Peter and MJ's whole love, will they, won't they? It is so cringy and hard to watch. And I get it. It's the point, blah blah blah. But I don't. I hate. It was a rough
What's
watch on
worse?
a rewatch.
Toby in. Why am I forgetting her name? All of a
I
sudden,
hate
Mary
plays. Plays are rough.
Ooh.
They make you sit for hours in the same
Jane.
seat.
Course.
Listen to coarse dialogue. campy music that no one actually likes, but everyone pretends to love it because it's high class. I slaughtered them.
How did you know I was going to go there? How did you know?
All the lesbians, I killed them.
Tobey Maguire or Kirsten Dunst versus Hayden Christensen and Natalie Portman.
At least Natalie Portman's like a real actress and trying her best.
What?
Oh,
yeah.
Kirsten Dunst is amazing.
Okay,
but it's even the lines and all of them. It's a hard watch.
I mean, listen,
So it
you can
seems like,
you
Ben,
can blame
you're
it
the
on
Kirsten
you can
Dunst
blame it on
here.
the
At least Natalie Portman's attractive.
you can blame it on the dialogue. I would.
Okay, well, we're not going to judge the female actors based on their scalable, rateable appearance, Ben.
F tier. F tier.
Natalie Portman, S tier. That's crazy. No more.
That's I don't even know what to say to that.
Yeah, well, I don't know if we can.
I guess my goal this episode is to be like the worst person.
Well, mission
big aim?
accomplished. I'm good with A tier. It's hard for me to not put it also in S because I do think, when we were ranking our best Marvel movies, didn't we put this? It was like Spider-Man 2 versus Infinity War.
No, it was Endgame.
Or Endgame.
Man,
Yeah.
tough.
It was like...
Oh, no. It was Spider-Man 2 versus X-Men Days of Future Past, and I had a big old thing about it, and I convinced Darius, and so it was Days of Future Past versus Endgame.
So anyway, it brought it all the way through the Sony side, the Sony side of life. It won that category, and yeah. So
Well, now that we've go ahead, Ben.
Also, just for anyone out there, I watched this movie with my wife, and she felt the exact same way. So
I get that.
Sounds like you're the kind of guy that maybe told her how to feel. But now that we're 75% of the way through Ben's heel turn, let's turn to the next movie.
Spider-Man 3. And if Spider-Man 1 and 2 are S and A, Spider-Man 3 has got to be
F.
Darius. An
I
F.
got an F.
An F you, bro. No,
I might go C or D. It's a bad movie, but it was so funny to watch.
I'm gonna go D.
Go D.
So we'll go D. We'll give it one above the F.
No, I'm gonna go C. But
No,
we're
we're gonna split the difference. If you're
We'll go
going
D.
C, Darius is going F. I'm gonna go D.
And we'll
We'll split the difference. Here's the thing: it's not good. And if you want to talk about letdowns, movie that was like the most anticipated for Darius and I. We've talked about this before, and it just it was a huge letdown. And this is where the campiness was like not good camping. When he's like a jazz, like jazz, I don't know, club goer.
It's the opposite of camping.
Here's the thing.
No, it's.
Here's the thing.
There's good camping and bad camping. This was bad.
Camping.
I think we all would have forgiven that hilarious thing if the story had developed well and the villains had developed well and they had let one person be the villain and made them cool. Like Harry actually was a great villain, but his freaking snowboard suit was absolutely stupid.
It was too much. And I don't understand. I feel like all of the superhero movies, or at least early, they were like, we gotta have more than one villain. It was, so it's Sandman. It's the second iteration of Goblin.
New Goblin.
Venom. You go, hey man, just do Venom or just do Sandman. And actually, I think Sandman's the coolest.
Yeah, he was obviously
that's
the best villain.
Yeah.
I was literally going to say,
that.
do anybody but Sandman.
I think his character is more compelling than the other two, right?
Yeah.
I don't really feel for Harry.
No, no.
And maybe it's just because
baby.
it's a spoiled rich kid. You go, ooh, your dad died. Get over it, dude.
A lot of us would love for our wealthy fathers to die and leave us an enormous amount of wealth. Okay? You're living not my dream. That's terrible. You're living somebody's dream.
But the Sandman, you feel for the villain, right? And then you can't feel for the symbiote, right? Because it's
Yeah, you could make
It's a
Eddie
symbiote.
anyway. All that to say,
That's why. Raimi didn't understand Venom and was
Yeah.
like, I don't get this.
I think.
And
so.
here's the
Was there-
thing: Topher Grace, was a bad cast
I
for
don't-
that part.
Yeah,
Because Topher is
didn't
awesome.
Didn't understand Venom. Didn't understand Eddie Brock. And didn't freaking care. It's one of the first times, like, really in a comic book movie where you're like, oh, so the director of this movie and the writers of this movie took everyone's favorite villain and just said, screw you to everybody. We don't care who it's supposed to be.
Well,
Yeah.
I
They're
don't
like
think
Bane.
Guys, we got more movies to
Yeah,
get
sorry.
through, so let's pump through this. Amazing Spider-Man #1, the first British Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield.
first British, which means he's going in the
F
B
tier.
category.
B category. B and F. Is
Whoa,
an F?
what?
No. I'm
You're
just teasing.
real?
F because because we're outsourcing our superheroes. They have their own
yeah.
superheroes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let them have freaking Gelatin Duke of Honey Sweet or whatever they have. Okay, we have
they're-
Spider-Man.
Their classic Captain America ripoff.
Yeah, you can.
I think
I think there's Captain Britain.
the things I don't like about this version of Spider-Man was toned down in this first one. I think it like accelerates a lot in the second one. But I still think Andrew Garfield's great. Their chemistry
awesome.
together, Gwen and Peter,
Emma Stone, yeah.
miles better than Toby and
Fair.
what's
Fair.
her face?
Miles
Kirsten
Morales
Dunst.
ahead. It's an A tier for me.
An A tier.
Yes.
Gonna be
I was gonna go B as well because I don't think I like the movie.
beyond the performances.
It's like I like that he's cocky in the suit.
Yeah.
And that was like something that was not well done in the Raimi. He's a little insecure as Parker and then cocky in the suit. I liked that. The skateboarding scene knocks this out of the S and A tier for me.
Yeah.
Purely. Also, it's like, do cool skateboarding stunts, not this like weird, like, I don't know, one arm. Also, they made a choice that it like was in that scene. It was physics defying, and it's like he can do really cool things, but he can't defy physics.
What did he do?
It's like in one of the half pipe scenes or whatever. He like. You can see it in the CGI, he gets to a point where you go, that's probably where he should stop. But somehow his spider powers get him an extra 10 feet. And you're like, why? How?
Could he not have kicked the ground at spider strength before he went into that half pipe?
He could, but it's literally it feels like it slows down.
And then he keeps
right?
going.
And then it keeps going. And
Spider
it's just like,
fart.
So
and then
I'm like,
him.
get someone who shoots skateboarding films to do the B-roll here of like, or the montage. Anyway,
I do think the skateboarding stuff is the only thing for me that would actually knock it out of A tier. But I've overlooked the skateboarding stuff because the other elements of it to me are so great.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is good.
Yep.
It is good. So you guys both want A?
The scene
B.
where Flash comes to check on him after his uncle dies is so good. The chemistry, it's the only Spider-Man movie that we've ever had where it is a romance. And like that's one of the things I love. Okay, sorry. So good.
All right, so we're gonna go B because I also am putting it in a B.
Okay.
Amazing Spider-Man 2,
F.
where Gwen dies in
I hate this movie.
F.
I hate this movie.
I put it as a C. I think there's a lot of really good elements in it.
This was my Spider-Man 3.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So what are your good elements? Go rapid fire. Darius.
Again, the romance arc is amazing. The romantic tension between Peter and Gwen in this movie is so good. The acting is great.
I think her dying and how they pull that off was like really good and heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Ben, why do you hate it?
Yes.
I hate Amy Pascal.
Who who that? Who
No. Okay, so this movie.
Tell us who the S is.
Amy
Pascal.
She's the reason that that all of these Sony Spider-Man movies are awful. Madam Web, Morbius, Craven. She's so bad.
Okay, you just named 3 of the greatest movies of all time. So what?
So what?
I'm sorry. Did we shift to just S tier movies podcast? I need Morbius of that in my life.
That
wasn't good.
The things I don't like in Amazing
That was an
Spider-Man.
F tier joke.
I like that joke.
They want to be the MCU so bad, and it was pretty tame. You got all these little Easter eggs, and kind of like what Snyder did in Dawn of Justice, where they look at files and it's just little pictures of all of them. They did a lot of that in these movies, and they did it so much in this one that it just distracted from anything that was good in it. Like they wanted to do the Sinister Six so bad, they wanted to do Harry, and then they wanted to do, but then the other lizard, and then maybe he becomes like an actual like monstrous lizard, but then there's that in the movie, and then there's Electro in the movie, and then like and then they were going to introduce Mary Jane. It's like an even like it's just a desperate
You're right. It is too many things.
Even worse than Spider-Man 3, as trying to create a cinematic universe that they forgot that they just had to tell a story, and that they were gifted like great actors in Andrew and Emma Stone,
and again,
great chemistry, and they focus on everything else.
Again, you should have just edited down some stuff. You could have cut out the whole Electro.
Oh, and the Rhino. Remember the
character.
Rhino? This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's just like...
I kind of forgot about all that stuff.
Yeah,
I
this
only
is an F-tier movie.
Seared in my mind the end scene with Gwen, and
I don't even remember like what led up to that. I just remember
it's a really cool shot with his web, like
but then at that point they're just copying the comics, and that's just like it doesn't mean anything. And then I guess Andrew crying at the end of it, that's a good performance, but everything else surrounding it, I forgot.
The Electro, it is weird because like they had such a strong big buildup for Electro, and then he literally has 2 scenes where he's Electro.
And then he gets sidestepped for Goblin.
But the Goblin thing they develop in the end of the 3rd act of the movie. Like Spider-Man's going to go fight Electro at the like power plant while Harry is like learning about the Green Goblin suit. It's insane how like rushed the Green Goblin thing is. It's bad.
So, all right.
F tier.
We're gonna go. Ben convinced me. We'll put it in the F.
Okay.
You put it wherever you want. Also,
coming.
Can I really quickly? What was your joke? You need Morbius than
I need Morbius in my.
I just really quickly. My favorite right now. My favorite Arnold as Dr. Doom bit that I'm waiting to record is. Oh, your name is Magneto. You need maybe you Magneto eat more protein.
Right. Dude, I laughed out loud at that one. I don't think I told you my feedback on all your Arnold stuff.
Well, the reason
the shorts that you've been pumping iron out have been great.
Sorry, the Magneto eat more protein is like I think when I sent it to you, I said you need you should eat more protein.
Yeah.
And instead, I should have said, you need to eat more protein, and that is premium. Anyway, sorry.
That's good. All right. Spider-Man Homecoming.
S tier.
Homecoming's S tier for me.
Yeah, I agree. S tier.
There's been a lot of, because of what Daniel Destin, whatever his name is, doing with Brand New Day, because of
Daniel Day-Lewis?
Yep, with practical effects in this movie. There's been a lot of hate. A lot of hate for the John Watts movie, but I get the CGI stuff and it's caked in it, but look beyond that, and the story's great, the performances are great. It captures everything that the Raimi and Garfield did good and bad. They learned from it and did better.
Do you remember how funny like Thor Ragnarok was?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like when you first watched it and you were like, man, that is just a funny movie.
It's crazy.
I don't even know if it's a good superhero movie, but it's just a funny movie.
But that's how you feel when you watch Homecoming.
Homecoming, I was like, this movie is freaking hilarious.
Yeah. It's so funny, dude.
And it's a good superhero movie. That was the thing where I'm like, I'm laughing. There's like side bits. I always forget his name, but their teacher, the kid from Freaks and Geeks, is so funny. the relationship between him and the friend there's a ton of funny little bits in there. It's just I'm laughing literally through the whole movie because even like Donald Glover's like little scene.
Yeah.
Like, I've got ice cream in here. It's okay. You're a bad person. Or you shouldn't be a criminal or something like that. But it's funny, but it's a good superhero movie of him wanting to be in the Avengers, him like looking for that approval and then like trying to find, of him being the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's the best Peter Parker, period.
Yeah.
It's the best Peter Parker live action.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah,
get somebody
I agree.
Who's when you get somebody who's believably 15 year olds, I think he was maybe 19 when they filmed, but he's believably
a teenager
15 in the movie, and I love that.
They do capture both the cockiness in the suit and awkward teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, trying to web sling through the suburbs. Is
hilarious.
One of the best bits ever.
Hilarious.
Yeah. It also has some of my favorite spiritual moments in it, which I'll share later. But Homecoming's S tier for me.
Michael Keaton, man.
Yeah. Far From Home.
Diane
That was
Keaton.
just as a side note, that was a cool way to create a supervillain, was to get the gear from the cleanup of after the first Avengers.
Also,
it made sense in the world of how this random guy could.
Also, if you have something spiritual to say, this might be the time. I don't know if we'll.
Yeah, we may not.
back.
Oh, we're
you're fine.
Bumping up the clock here.
I just think the moment when he meets Stark on the rooftop and he thinks it's like a automaton bot, and he goes, "I'm nothing without this suit." And Tony goes, "If that's true, you shouldn't have it." For me as a pastor, I was like, man, like if you're nothing without your calling, if you can't be a husband, I know people, my wife and I haven't been able to have kids. If you're like, well, I'm nothing if I don't become a mom. I'm nothing if I don't become a dad. I'm nothing if this thing, then that is a clear indication that thing has more pull on your life than it should have. And those are all good things. I'm not trying to I would never shame somebody for feeling that way, but it's a good reminder. If you need something that badly, then what you really need is Jesus.
Yeah. It's the identity thing, right? It's where do you find your identity? And this is where you start to kind of talk through, use kind of bigger words that feel too intense for it, but the reality is when we talk about idolatry, right? Where you go, this is my identity, and this is why divorce happens in the first 2 years, 7 years, and after the kids are out of the house, right? Because you've found your identity as a parent. Who are we? And then in your empty nester. That's why I neglect Peter all the time, so that I can be a better husband. But that's why you have to have your identity in Jesus, because it's stable, it's never changing. If you have your identity in a podcast or creativity or whatever, or a parent, that changes. You will become an empty nester. It will look different. Yep.
So Homecoming's S tier for me.
Have your identity. You can have it as your secret identity, but you can't have it as your main identity.
Elliot Page. Is that not?
All
I don't
right,
even know what that's supposed to mean.
Spider-Man.
I would love to meet.
Far From Home. Far From Home.
I'm gonna go A tier, and I've actually had some thoughts that I think you'd appreciate.
Okay.
I think what definitely holds this movie back is the big global threat scale at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Even though it was all kind of a facade, but I really thinking about it. I really enjoyed him going on a bunch of little hijinks as Spider-Man, but also on a road trip. I thought that was so fun. It's my favorite part of the movie. But I really like Jake Gyllenhaal's Mysterio.
Yeah.
But that last big bridge battle thing and that sort of scale, I don't know. It just felt it. Looking back on it, right now, it feels a bit like a tonal shift, and maybe why that movie didn't quite work, because you had Homecoming where you're just stopping a thief, to now you're trying to create the new Avengers level threat, which I get story wise, because it's post Endgame and Tony Stark and blah blah.
But the whole thing with Spider-Man though is that the things that are close to home rather than far from home are the things that are the most important. And so when those are threatened, it feels like an earth-ending thing. You don't actually have to have an earth-ending thing.
Yeah.
But when your friendships and your relationships are in jeopardy and you have to make hard decisions where he chooses to be Spider-Man instead of choosing to be a good friend, those are the things that make Spider-Man interesting. And so when you go friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, Earth is ending tone.
Yeah.
It does change it, and I agree. I think that's why I didn't like this movie nearly as much.
But
go ahead.
It's hilarious, and I love how they built up this whole movie. At the heart of it is Peter and MJ kind of fall in love, and him. Yeah. It's so cute, and I love it.
It's cute and it's fun. It was like after Endgame was like so heavy. Far From Home came out next, and it's like, oh, this is so fun. This is what we needed. Far From Home has my second favorite spiritual moment in it. Continuing with the theme of identity.
Come on.
And it's the classic Satan in the garden where Jake Gyllenhaal is like sows lies and deception and convinces Peter that he doesn't have worth. And like we're talking about with the suit, it continues that theme. At the end, when he goes to shoot Peter in the head and Peter grabs it, he goes, you can't, like he realizes who he is. And you watch him make that realization, and then he goes, you can't trick me anymore. Because he knows his identity, he can't be lied to anymore. And again, continuing on that theme, dude, it's don't have idols. And also, like, there's going to be lies that assault and assail you. There's going to be things that hurt you, and there's going to be things that crop up in your heart and your mind that sound and feel like truth that destroy you. If you know who you are as a child of God, redeemed and ransomed by the Son and the King, then you can't be lied to anymore. Sorry, that's my...
So where would you rate it?
I was going to say S tier, right? That's after...
Far From Home, B tier.
I say A.
B tier, A. I'm gonna go B.
I'm okay with that.
I'm gonna go B.
It's good.
And I love like Gyllenhaal. It's like Gosling, Gyllenhaal. I really do love, but it's
great.
The character, and that him tricking Peter Parker and stuff. That's I agree. No good.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to make. I was trying to make a Taylor Swift joke, but I couldn't come up with the song title.
Should have known he was trouble when he walked in.
No, what's the 10-minute?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Peter knew him all too well.
Peter knew him all too well.
We had so much Taylor Swift fodder.
Peter Parker and T Swift wrote that song together about Jake Gyllenhaal. They go, you're not gonna trick me anymore.
Here I am again on this bridge in Italy, and I know who I am, so you can't trick me. Yeah.
How great would it be if Tom Holland started hanging out with a star tight end? He's like, you're not going to trick me anymore. I'll find my cardigan. Spider-Man, No Way Homes.
No Way Homes.
Dude, that was me and Jesse's bit. If for those of you who don't know, me and Jesse's bit that we did incessantly on the phone leading up to No Way Home was Spider-Man, No Way Homes.
Oh, No Way Homes.
And then Jesse's bit was that's somebody's real estate agency. Spider-Man, No Way Homes. You're not gonna believe how good these homes are. Homes. So funny.
I kind of forgot about that. That is really great.
It's a great one.
Okay, now as much as I just crapped on world-ending things, this one, well, this is their attempt at the Spider-Verse, multiverse.
This is an A tier for me.
I'm going B.
B tier.
What are you gonna do? Break the tie?
Darn it.
Or break the? What's it gonna be?
I'm gonna go B tier.
Yeah.
As well. I think that they handled kind of the pandering fairly well.
Yeah.
There's some funny bits in it. Some heart-wrenching moments.
This easily could have been Amazing Spider-Man 2 level, too much going on. And, I mean, it's credit to, Feige.
I was going to say, it did not feel as
No.
what we were talking about with Amazing Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man 3. It's a lot going on, and it is contained.
Yes, but
it does hinge on you having watched 6 other movies. And so that's...
That's true. But it's a safe bet for, I guess not for the younger kids, but
Dude,
most
for
of the
us,
world.
it's like, who hasn't?
Yeah.
All right,
just
into the Spider-Verse.
30 seconds.
What?
Less than 30 seconds.
30 seconds, Ben.
No Way Home has a scene in it that made me plant a church. And when he's like going through all the villains, I put it in my church planning document when I was raising funds. I use a quote from the movie, and he's going through all the villains, and his aunt is like, "These people are jacked up. You need to help them so that they can get better." And like his shift in perspective of like, oh, these people are a pain and they're a nuisance, to these people are people that have been put in my path that I'm supposed to help. And she looks at him and she goes, these people all have issues. They don't have anywhere else to go. This is what we do, Peter. We help people. And I was like, just like the season of life I was in, and what I was like mulling over about church planning, like broke me. And that's why I planted a church.
Wow.
And the shift from Darius just going out and bashing people's heads in that were bad to helping them.
Yeah.
You guys
are night and day.
I'm going to either kill you or help you. And thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God for Aunt May.
So good.
You know, now he plants a church.
Yep.
All right. Here we go. Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse.
Nice.
Miles Morales.
Yeah, we're going back a little bit. It came out before.
Right. Yeah. I just wanted to kind of do all those together. But now we're getting into
the good
animated movies.
Yeah. This is easily an S tier movie.
Yeah.
This is not only probably one of the best Spider-Man movies, probably one of the best superhero movies ever made.
I agree. S tier for me.
It's so good all the way through and compelling, heart-wrenching, funny. It hits a cool animation. It hits every single
The music
note.
is sick. Oh my god!
And we talked about this when we were talking about our best trilogies. If the third one comes out and it even is a B, it still hits maybe the best trilogy made of all time.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll save my thoughts. Spider-Verse 1, I think, is amazing. The whole arc with OG Spider-Man is so good in this movie. I love everything about it. I love
Jake Johnson is the original Spider-Man.
Peter B. Parker.
So good.
Is that so? I thought Peter B. Parker
Spider-Ham.
was okay. I always forget which one's Chris Pine and which one's New Girl.
Jake Johnson, New Girl, is Peter B. Parker. I know that because I've seen the movie, and also I have the action figures.
That's awesome. Yeah, Peter B. Parker's whole arc is so freaking good.
Yeah.
And dude, when he's like afraid to become a dad the whole movie, and then that moment with Miles happens and he goes, "Oh, buddy, I'm so proud of you. You did it." You're like, "Oh, it made me cry." So good.
Yeah.
S tier.
S tier. Yeah. S. SSS.
Oh.
SS.
You were saying a-holes earlier. And
No. Well, don't splice those together then.
S tier.
S tier. Across the Spider-Verse.
I'm going to say A tier. I still think a lot of what works in the first movie is also well in this one, but I also get like this is very much just a setup for the next movie, and it's kind of like a large like
That's
if you
true.
tell me like what's the plot of this movie, I'm like,
No
2099 is bad guy, I think.
Yeah.
But still, like it's entertaining and it looks great, and the performances are also really good. It's also even it's still kind of set itself, maybe not as much as the first one, but like it's still kind of a cultural kind of staple. Even it came out 3 or 4 years ago, and so. I still think they accomplished their goals. It's not as good as the first one, but I don't think they could have. I mean, how could you be better than that?
I would say as far as I might have oversold it as saying like if the third one is a B movie that it's the best trilogy. If they can make another S tier movie for number 3, then you can have the conversation. But I do think that I agree that it is a filler or like to get you to the next movie, but it's a much more entertaining movie than like my best example is the Pirates movies.
Yeah.
Curse of the Black Pearl is so freaking good. And then the second movie is just 3 hours of like trying to bridge the gap to number 3. And then number 3 is not really that great either.
Yeah.
You go, man, you guys like, it really, screw the pooch on this one. But I don't think Spider-Verse did that.
No. I think it set it up perfectly but I just don't love a movie that's a 2-hour setup for another movie.
Yeah, it's true.
I do think it's really good.
Yes. Do you think this is? I don't know. I haven't rewatched it in a long time, and then I heard your take on it a while ago, and it kind of made me reflect a little bit. I got to rewatch it.
I don't want to ruin it. I'm not trying to.
Maybe there's something we're missing that we're just so focused on the ending, which is probably the most important part of a movie.
A little
finishes.
A little bit, but it's one of, and I am picky about this, so it doesn't affect everybody the same way. I watched The Wild Robot this last weekend. Terribly paced movie, just terribly paced. Like things happen too slow and too fast at the wrong times. Across Spider-Verse was like that for me, or I was like, wait, why is there so much setup for this part of the movie, and then it's over by the time he escapes from Spider-Man 2099? Like, I don't understand I don't understand why this chunk of the movie took so much time when it didn't go anywhere. It's hard for me emotionally to invest in the movie that way, I guess.
Yeah.
But
so
it is
what
really beautiful.
Would you say it's an A movie or A tier?
Oh, for me, it's B tier for sure.
You're gonna say B tier.
I go A.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go A.
Okay.
As well. Okay, here's the final one that we're doing, and it's Spider-Man Noir. And I'm gonna say this real quick. I just read. So they had the Spider-Man Noir miniseries comics released, and that run finished, I think, probably 4 or 5 months before this was out. It was a really, really great, I think it was 5 or 6 issues. It was so much fun and so awesome. Eric Larson did it, who is a comic book guy, until the final episode. And it was like you had this whole build-up.
Do you mean
you had him backed in, or the issue?
Issue, yeah.
You had him backed into the corner, and you go, "How's he going to get out of this?" And then it was like a hand of God moment. The two rival gangs kill each other, and he goes, "Whew, that was close." You're like, "Boy, that was a." I'm really unfortunate that I dedicated 5 months of pulling this.
Weird way. It's a weird way to do the climax of a story.
I just don't understand how people who make their living in storytelling commit the ultimate sins of storytelling, and then like cash $1 million paycheck. It's like, what are you doing? Like J.J. Abrams knows that he's not allowed to say. And then somehow Palpatine returned. Except he did it. Like one of the greatest storytellers. I rewatched Armageddon. You know who wrote that movie? J.J. Abrams.
No way. That's crazy.
That's wild.
I always thought Steven Tyler wrote it.
That's it. I mean, he wrote it on our hearts. That's what happened. So anyway,
Can you imagine
but
if Steven Tyler pitched that as a musical, and then they had to take all the songs out but one?
I love the noir character. Ben Reilly is so much fun to me. I'm a sucker for noir films in general.
Yeah.
And so this like crossover, and it not being like a Peter Parker character, right? It's not like this is Peter Parker, but in the 30s where he's like,
still has like whiffs of Peter.
Yeah, exactly, right? It's
Which
still
is a terrible way to put
somewhat of
that.
the character, but he's a private eye instead of like a photographer. He's struggling with money, struggles with relationships. So there are the tenets of Peter Parker and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But it's set in a 30s New York, and so this series is really fun to me.
Yeah.
Darius, have you watched all of it?
No.
Or any of
I've
it?
watched one episode. I think I'm on the second episode.
It's a slow burn.
It's really good. I'm not in a place the last couple weeks where I'm mentally and emotionally have the capacity to like jump into something that's a little bit slower, but it's really, really good.
Yeah.
I had the same thing happen with Andor. It took me years to get into Andor, and now Andor is like my favorite Star Wars thing.
Yeah.
So I think Spider-Man is really good, really well made. I love that they watch it in black and white. I think it's super fun.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try the Technicolor Dreamcoat one.
Not even aware of it. It's not as bad. It's just meant to be in black and white, and it's better.
Yeah, but Nick Cage is awesome. The casting went into the Spider-Verse when it was Nick Cage's Noir. I was like, this is amazing. Then when I heard that it was going to be live action, I was very excited. So, Ben, where do you...
this is A tier for me.
An A tier?
Yeah. I really enjoyed this show. I don't think it's perfect, but I think it's way better than it should be.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I'll get on board with that. I can go A tier here.
What were you gonna do?
I was in between A and B, because
Have you finished it?
I think I'm like 2 episodes out, so I don't have the full payoff. But I do think that same thing with Andor. Man, I know that it's so good apparently, but I'm like 3 episodes into Andor, and every time I'm like, I should watch something. I'm still like, this is taking slow burn to a whole new.
It is insane
level.
You have to get off. You have to get off of that original planet. Once you get off of the original planet that he's on, and you get to the prison, the show is nonstop insanity from there.
So was the first 2 episodes of Noir, I think, are decent TV shows, but are slow burn. Like, I pushed through because I like Spider-Man Noir, not necessarily because I was liking the TV show.
What I liked about the ending, and I won't say much, is that it's not afraid to like have consequences and break things, and it's just good writing, and it makes me excited for what. I also
like that. I mean, good writing. Yeah, they were like, because there's going to be a second season. Nick Cage is like, well, we accomplished what we set out to do, so maybe, but not in the works, which is kind of fun. So, all right, there it is. We are. That's about an hour. That was about an hour. Yeah. That's your official ranking. For the Spider-Man, and obviously we didn't get into animated
that's a whole
movies or like the other like deep cut stuff. But those are your main Spider-Man. We're stoked for Brand New Day.
We'll check back in and see where we rank it.
Check back in, see where it falls. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be A tier.
I think it's gonna be sick. Yeah. I would guess an A tier.
I would go light S. Solid A.
Dude,
light S. I gotta go take a light S. That came out worse. That came out worse than I was hoping.
Yeah. Well, let's get off
like
our
when
asses.
You're on a road trip and you go, it's not. If you just see a rest stop in the next like 30, 45 minutes, like let's not pass that one. I think I've got a light S building.
I think I sort of gonna have to take an S. You should teach your kids. You should teach your kids to not say swear words and just say the first letter of them, because that's funny coming out of your mouth. But imagine that coming out of an 8-year-old's mouth. Dad, can you please stop?
That's a great point.
I gotta take a big S. Like that's pretty.
Just
funny.
the purity of
what the F?
The innocence, right? I'm just gonna do a little S. No problem. You're being a pain in the A, but that's fine.
Tell your little sister to stop being.
Those are your. Those are the tiers, Spider-Man tiers. You're welcome. Go. We want to know what's in your S tier, what's in your F tier. And yeah,
we'll have to post this. Like when you get the final image, Jesse, let's send it to me and post
it.
Nice.
Like, subscribe, and also on YouTube, Darius has been crushing it with shorts, and so go and like those, reshare those. They are genuinely funny and
so good.
Don't take up more than 30 seconds of your time.
I know. I don't know what he's been doing on the pod, but the shorts he's been killing.
The shorts, the shorts are great.
He's actually.
Expelliarmus is still
nobody else is doing a Patty Pimblett impression. I'm the only person I've seen do a Patty Pimblett impression. I do have to run though.
I told our all right, we'll see you later. Let's get out. Let's get off this thing. See you guys.